what I've been doing a lot recently, it's basically my go-to look. I've never really had a go-to look. I've had go-to things that I'll do if I don't know what I want to do and I know I have to be somewhere and I have to look presentable. It's not going to be anything difficult by any means. With that being said, I'm just going to jump right into it. It doesn't really matter what foundation you use. Whatever foundation it is that you want to use is what I think that you should use. So right now I've just got this Fit Me by Maybelline, the matte poreless, and I have the color 115 Ivy. And so I don't know why I was like, oh, Ivory, not Ivy. So this is what I'm going to use for today. And I mean, everybody knows how this works. I just get my little beauty blender wet, and then I kind of just go in with it. I think I'm going to skip through foundation because I feel like we all know how to do this. Oh shit, I forgot to put on primer. That's okay, you don't have to put on primer every day. This is what I used to use when I was in high school. This used to be my go-to. I'm going to use this Jeffree Star Velour Liquid. I can't talk. I'm going to use this Jeffree Star Velour Liquid, just this shit. It's a sugar scrub, and I'm going to get this foundation off my lips before we move on. I like his sugar scrub a lot, actually. When I bought it, I was like, wow, that's really expensive, but there's so much to it. I've had this for some time, and I'm like not even a fourth of the way down. Now I'm going to go in and set my face. This, I can already feel that it's pretty much setting itself, but I set my face. I can't help it. I need to. I know for a fact that if I don't set my face, my foundation will come off. So I'm just taking, this is also the Fit Me by Maybelline Matte Poreless 110. This is in the color Porcelain. And this one is just a pressed powder. I used to use a loose powder, but the pressed powder works so much better on areas that tend to come off, like around my nose tends to come off, or on my chin tends to come off. So I always use a pressed powder in those areas, and sometimes I'll use loose powder on the other areas, but I don't feel like doing that today. So this is just real quick and easy. Go ahead and set everything, and we can move on. The next part is going to be the eyes. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of get that out of the way because that's really the go-to part of this go-to look. I have here several different similar type palettes, and I'll explain, I guess, why this is my go-to look. So basically, I just take kind of fluffier brushes. I'm just going to grab some random fluffy brushes here of different sizes. And this is just the type of brush that you're going to need. Just one big kind of fluffy brush. They're dirty, clearly. Oh well. And then one kind of creaser brush. And then one detail brush. And then another fluffy brush just to kind of buff things out. So I have this palette here. This is called the Fairy Tale Storybook Cosmetics. I got this in my box of Term as well. And it's so adorable. It's Robin Hood. You open it up and it looks like a little book, and it's got like a little mirror and whatever. I think it's cute as all get out, but I don't like any of the colors except for this Nottingham color. So when the Nottingham color is gone, I will probably get rid of this because I just don't think I'm going to ever use any of those other colors. Just me being real. So I'm going to take my big fluffy brush here and I'm going to dip it into this color. There's kickback in the pan, but I don't care about kickback. I don't know why people do. I don't care about kickback at all. It makes no difference to me whatsoever. And I'm just going to put this all over my lid. And it doesn't really matter. I'm not trying to be like careful about it whatsoever. Just all over my lid. I got it on the inner corner of my eye. This one, I like the color. I like the shade of it. And I don't feel like it's very pigmented, so I'm just going to go in with my fingers and pat it on. That came out so much better when I did that. But that's all I use the palette for. So I want to kind of pop that little guy out and put it in something else, but I don't have things like that. I'm not fancy like that. So I'm going to go on ahead and move on. I don't know why I'm holding all of these. I'm like, I used this in my last video, or one of my last videos. It depends on how I uploaded these. It's the Pretty Cool by Dose of Colors palette, and I really like this guy. I'm going to go in with this shade and this shade, and I might touch that one, I might touch that one. I don't know, it just depends. But this is, like I said, super, super easy, so don't get all weirded out on me. And I'm going to take a small tapered brush, like the small, this is like it's like a crease brush pretty much. And I'm going to go in with this darker shade here, and I just kind of tap it, and then again, I'm not careful with my eyeshadows. Like, if I get some fallout, I get some fallout, whatever, I just don't care. I just don't want the fallout on my face, but the fallout in the pan is fine. And so for this dude right here, I'm going to do the same thing I did with Let's Chill. And we're just going to go in windshield wiper motions. But I'm only going to do half the eye. And then down. Just to darken up that outer edge. And then I'm going to go in with this guy. And this is just a shader brush. This is not as fluffy. It's more tapered. It's more shaped than the other brush, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to do pretty much the same thing. And go in with this little dude right here. Same thing that I did with my first shadow, and go like this. And that's just going to kind of deepen that guy up. And I'm not doing it on the lower part of the lid. I'm doing it like underneath where I had added all of those other shades. Like so. This is basically like a brown nude smoky eye, but it's not like anything crazy. Nothing completely over the top, but nothing like you didn't look like you put any effort into it, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go in with this guy, a little fluffy brush here, and I'm just going to buff all of this out. For some reason, this eye right here, it doesn't want to blend very well for me. I don't know if you can see that, you probably can't, but it just like separates on me. So I get a little bit irritated by that. And what I'll do is I'll just put my finger in one of the colors. I'm going to go in with this middle shade, which is called Sign Off. And I'm going to like force that over that part that doesn't want to attach. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, since I just did that on that side. Now I'm just going to finish this out by kind of tapping and blending and blowing that out. And I like to elongate my eyeshadow. I kind of like to buff it all the way out if I can. You can't really see, it's just like that slight smokiness, but for me, I like that elongation of the eyes. Whether I'm doing, you know, eyeliner or whatever the case may be, I just like to draw it. I like to draw it outwards. That's pretty much it for the eyeshadow. It's really, really simple. After that, what I'm going to do is go in. And that's the thing about this too, is it goes good with any lipstick. Like you can do a dark red with this, you can do a pink with this, or a purple with this, or a blue with this. It's so neutral that it just goes with anything. I'm going to use this. I've really been liking this Feeling Myself shade by Too Faced in the Melted Matte. I like this corally pink on me. So I'm going to use this Milani. It's Rose de Oro, the number 2. And I'm going to use this one for my blush. It's got a really similar color scheme to what's on my lips. And it's got those little bits of brown and gold in it. And then for my brows, same old that I've been doing. So I'm going to go in with my Pretty Boulder palette here and go with the all-nighter. And I do this a little bit differently every time, but I draw the arch, bring it down, elongate it, same thing on the other side. Draw the arch, bring it down, elongate that side, and then I drew my arch a little crazy on that side, that's okay. And then I just fill it in. So I'm going to take this all-nighter. After I've gotten that part done, I'm going to go in with a lighter shade. I've been doing Swoop or Flip Out. I'm going to do both today. And because my hair has a red tone to it, it's naturally red. It's like a dark, it's like a really weird, it's like brown, but with red tints, if that makes sense. So I just go over with like these redder shades. And then just fill that bitch in. Another girl at my work was talking about, why do girls fill in their eyebrows nowadays? Why is this such a big thing? Remember when nobody cared about eyebrows? And I'm like, I remember when I didn't care about eyebrows, but I also remember the difference that it made when I finally started filling them in. So, I like it. If you don't do it, good for you. You save a lot of money and a lot of hassle. Now I'm going to go in with my contour, and I got this as well in my BoxyCharm box. It is the Wander Beauty Fit for 2. All it is a blush. This is a bronzer. And I've been loving this to use as a contour shade. Not supposed to, I'm sure. It's a bronzer. It literally says brush and bronzer duo, but it's so good. it looks so much darker than it actually is whenever it comes onto the skin, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to be out of this in like no time. But anyways, and I've just kind of been buffing it all along my entire face. Not outline of my face anyways, not my whole face. But, you know, and then the last thing that I'm going to do, I've been using this Grande Drama Intense Thickening Mascara with castor oil. I cannot tell you how much I love this mascara. It is my new favorite mascara. When I run out of this, I'm going to buy some more, and I will tell you why. This is so stupid. I've been recently not wearing falsies all the time. You just don't need to wear falsies all the time. If you haven't started wearing falsies, don't, because your eyelashes come off when you try to remove them, and it is a pain. It is a pain. So, it's awful. It's terrible. So, I have been using this whenever I don't wear falsies, and so I love it. I'm going to calm myself down for a second. When you put it on, I don't know why, but it doesn't feel wet, if that makes sense. A lot of mascaras feel wet. Every time I go out in the sun, it could be an hour after I do my mascara, but if I go out anytime within the first 15 minutes, especially, one of my eyes, at least one of them, starts watering. And it doesn't stop watering, and it's awful. It's because the mascara wasn't dry underneath. You guys know what I'm talking about. Somebody out there knows what I'm talking about. So this does not do that. I don't know what it is about this. I guess it's the castor oil, but it feels so light. It feels like nothing, and it does really work. It really is thickening. Now, I like a thickening mascara as well, so it's preference. If you don't like a thickening mascara, it's not going to be for you. If you just want the volume and the separation, this might not be your favorite thing. But I really have been loving it, and I think that it does give volume, and I think that it does what it's supposed to do. The only downside to this mascara is that at the end of the day, it does start to kind of flake off. But I just don't really care too much about that, because I would rather have my mascara on and not have to worry about it in the beginning of the day. But it just feels like nothing, and I don't get that wetness to this. I love it. Love it. So I just put on like 3 layers of this mascara, and I wish I had done a before and after shot of what it looks like, but I mean, you guys saw me before. It looks like I have no lashes. So with this, I mean, it's not like crazy dramatic. It's not like wearing falsies, but it's also definitely a fantastic mascara in my opinion. And that's it for this video, you guys. Of course, you can wear a highlighter if you wanted to, or you know, you can spruce it up however you want. And, you know, this is just a very neutral. Like I said, this is my go-to eyeshadow look. Wear whatever lip I want to, whatever blush that matches, whatever. In any case, and I have really been digging this because I feel put together. I feel like it's a sophisticated type of eye look, but it's not anything. You can throw the falsies on, you can do a wing, you can do whatever you want, but it's also not complicated by any means. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I do have many more videos to come if time will allow. And have a wonderful day. We'll talk next time. My boyfriend bought me this mirror, and I really love this mirror. It's so much. It's got a Bluetooth connection. I listen to podcasts a lot. It's got a Bluetooth connection. It's got this light on it. It's really cool. It dims and then it goes off. Anyways, you gotta plug it in, you gotta charge it and all that stuff. It's really, really cool, right? But it has this ridiculous mirror, and because of on the other side, I hate magnifying mirrors. I hate them. And so the first time that I got this, I was like plucking all my eyebrow hairs, and I was like going to town. I did my makeup. I got it Christmas morning. I was going to my brother's house for Christmas night, and I was doing my makeup, and I could see everything because of the light, and I was freaking out. I had a breakdown on Christmas. I did. I had a breakdown on Christmas morning. It's stupid, but it's true. It was so bad, and I was like pissed. And he came into the room, and he was like, I thought it was just me. He came in and he was like, "Mirror's throwing you off, Mom. Brand new mirror." And I was like, "That is exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's your fault." I do have some Valentine's makeup tutorials coming up, so yay! I'm gonna try to be responsible.